Hi, Swithun, Stuart Holman here on this magnificent spring day. Just a quick update for you on our ministry planning process. You'll remember that we're working together to develop a plan for the ministry of our church, a plan that will direct our practical day-to-day activities as well as our overall priorities. And already over 100 of us have met together in workshops to consider our current situation and then to look forward 5 years to the kind of church that we want to become. Thank you so much to everyone who's contributed to this process. I've now collected together all of our discussions and some further research into our church and into our community life, and I put it into one document. And if you would like to read that document, all you got to do is put this web address into your internet web browser, tiny.cc/SwizPlanning with a capital S and a capital P. If you want to know what everyone in the other group said, this is your opportunity to find out. If you'd like to catch up on the process, if you haven't been able to be part of one of the workshops, but you want to know what's going on, again, here's a great opportunity for you to do that. It's quite a big document. It's over 130 pages, which is why I'm suggesting you might like to just download it and read it on your computer rather than printing out all of those pages. I will, however, have a few copies of it printed off so that those who prefer the paper between their fingers can borrow it from the back of the church and then return it when you're done. Now, since the completion of that document, I've had 2 one-day conferences with a small team of 6 people. I call them our ministry planning team. And in order to distill all of this information down into the beginnings of an actual plan. That ministry planning team consists of Ross Miller, one of our wardens, Jane Pape and Peter Copleston, 2 of our parish councillors, Andy Bell, and Victoria Hayman and myself. Victoria is head of strategy for IBM and she's acted as an external consultant and a facilitator for our work. The first draft of that plan is going to be submitted both to parish council and to staff for their input over the next couple of weeks. And then I think there's going to need to be more development work that we'll need to put into this, probably some consultation with specialist ministry groups at St Swithun's, people who really know how we roll here. And then that plan will go back to parish council for their final approval, hopefully in late October or early November. We've made a great start and we're underway, but there's still a little way to go. And so I want to ask again for your prayer. We've had a very encouraging parish-wide prayer meeting focusing on the life of our church, on this plan and on our community. Thank you so much for everyone who attended. Could you please continue to pray? Well, just one last comment. Because we're still working on this plan, that doesn't mean that our ministry sits with just marking time, waiting for the stone tablets to be delivered from on high. Not at all. Already, I'm seeing some encouraging green shoots of growth in a few of our ministries. Already we're facing some good problems. We have too many kids on Sunday mornings now for the number of leaders in our children's ministry. We've got to do something about that. Our everyday English group is growing so much, we've got to find some more and better spaces for the classes to meet. People I notice, are turning up to church a bit early just to get a reasonable parking spot. Our facilities are starting to show some signs of operating at maximum capacity at certain times of the week. These are good problems to have, and yet they do require us all to be gracious and flexible and patient as we start to feel some growing pains. Well, thank you for all of your help in these things. And as I say, please will you pray? And if you'd like to pray in a more informed way, please do download the Ministry Planning Workshops report. Well, one last matter for prayer. I'm just now heading off to Synod, the Synod of the Anglican Diocese of Sydney, with our 2 Synod representatives, Pamela Summers and David Barker. This is going to be taking a lot of our attention for the next couple of weeks as we seek the good and godly governance of our churches here in Sydney. So we would value your prayers as well. Thank you so much. Bye for now.